You have to understand that nobody cares about your problems and no one cares about your life. Most people care only about their problems. So how are you going to solve my problems? That's an incredibly important part of reaching out to anybody. If someone were to say to me, for example, hey Tristan, I don't think your videos are quite up to speed. You got the best cars, the best women, the best whatever, best suits, but your videos, they're only 8 out of 10. I'm the best guy for the job. I'll think, you know what, let me at least hear this guy out. But idiots try to pitch me all the time. I've got an example today. Today, someone said, Tristan, you've got a problem that I could solve. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Good, 10 out of 10 star. Well, Alex, the kid who used to wash your cars, you're now not allowed to talk to him because he's been taken away and banned from speaking to you. So I want the job washing your cars. And I was like, when they banned me from talking to Alex, they also took all of my cars. What the fuck are you going to wash? Well, you know, I'm just saying. So he started so good and snowballed into a tragedy so fast. He crashed and burned in front of my eyes on a Twitter DM out of nowhere. But yeah, certainly trying to solve their problems is the way forward. I'll tell you what I don't care about. Hey Tristan, my name's Steven. I'm from Utah. I'm 21 years old. A while ago, I was watching your and your brother's videos, and it really gave me the motivation I needed to break out the matrix. You see, my mom has a problem, but shut the fuck up! Shut up! I don't want to read your stupid message. I don't care. What are you trying to offer me? And at most of the times at the end of this message, the offer is give me money. Either for your crappy business idea or to fix your car so you can pay me back with interest like I'm some fucking loan shark. Like I could be bothered to drive to Utah and break your fucking legs for the $600 you owe me. I'm not interested in doing that. The flight will cost me more. So I just know I'm never gonna see my money again. Be compendious about what you're trying to help the person achieve in your first 1 or 2 lines. Because if you don't sum it up in your first 1 or 2 lines, they are not gonna be interested. You know what else you could do if you were broke? You could find a business to start that takes very little money to start. Now, I ran a webcam studio, and I'm talking about it more and more these days because of this stupid police case against me and these stupid false accusations. So a webcam studio was an example of a business that at the time when I was young and broke, I didn't need very much money to start. I had the expertise into how all the websites worked. And how to build social media profiles. The girls were obviously pretty. You needed a laptop and a webcam and a keyboard. And that's all you really needed to get started. And you could make thousands of dollars per week that way. And then you could scale your business from there. Now, there are many different businesses that will take your time up, but don't cost money to start. Even in your local area. I mean, you have a lawnmower, you got no money. Maybe you need $500, $600, $700 before you can buy the equipment you need to get it to the next step. Go door to door with your lawnmower before you can hire some Mexican to do it for you and cut everyone's grass before you have the time to register a company, hire an employee, and get him cutting grass for you and then scale from there. So find a business that doesn't take much to start up. Certainly don't go around asking people for money like people ask me all the time. Hey Tate, I'm broke, but I've got this business idea. I need 50 grand. If you're good at business and you have a good business mind, you will find a business that you can do without begging me for money because I'm never going to see that 50 grand again. A brokie is somebody who cannot live within the means that they dream of to have a great standard of life. I understand that there are people who don't make very much money, who live on a farm, grow their own food, have apple trees in their garden, have a wife, have chickens, have pigs, have cows, have their family, and they're bringing in 60, 70,000 a year, but they're living in a field of abundance. Their life still has abundance and they have everything they want because they've manufactured a system in their life where they have everything they want. Brokie, I can only talk about from my standpoint because I am a consumer capitalist. I want the nice things that consumer capitalism offers to the people. I want the world's fastest cars. I want a sports car. I want a big house. I want luxury watches. I want all the nice things, custom-made suits that consumer capitalism offers to everybody if you have the money to buy it. So I think a brokie is somebody who can't have the things that they want. It's very simple. If you want a nice car and a nice house and a nice watch and you have a Porsche and a 3-bedroom house and a standard Rolex, nice pair of shoes, couple suits, and you're happy with that, then you are not a brokie. Whereas if you're sitting there in the exact same setup, crying and crying your eyes out that you can't afford a Bugatti, crying that you're still flying economy and not first class, then you are in fact a brokie because you haven't found a way to make your expectations match your work ethic, your income, and everything else that's being delivered by life. That's what makes you a brokie. Are you happy? Yes or no? Do you have enough? Yes or no? I do. The term millionaire was coined at the beginning of the 1900s, and millionaire was impressive back then. My 1963 Aston Martin DB5, when it was first sold, cost £4,100. Can you imagine the spending power of £1 million? £1 million back when the fastest, most exotic car in the world was £4,000? A millionaire meant something. You could buy mansions, multiple mansions, set your family up for life. The term millionaire is still thrown around as some kind of accolade, but the true difference between millionaire in the early 1900s and millionaire now is maybe 90, 100 times. Being a millionaire in 1920, you'd have to be worth 150 now to brag about the same level of wealth and spending power. So people want to brag about having $100,000 salary, this magical 6 figures. Well, 6 figures doesn't actually mean anything anymore, does it? Because the problem with 6 figures is, one, you pay 40% tax because taxes are eating your ass, and you're left with $60,000. $60,000 every single year. That is not much money at all. You're expected to have a house and a family and raise some kids on it. A Big Mac or a Whopper is about $6 in today's economy. $6 in today's economy. That's 10,000 sandwiches per year. That's it. 10,000 sandwiches. 30 sandwiches per day. 30 sandwiches per day is all you can afford, and you make 6 figures. 30 fucking sandwiches? Enough to feed you and your friends? It's embarrassing. Your 6 figures doesn't mean anything.